Tyrone, you know, it's been 8 days since you came back from Bloomington, and it seemed to a lot of us like maybe, you know, you guys were going to go one way or the other today. This would be kind of a clear indication of whether this team was going to step up or maybe, you know, not finish it the way you wanted to. What happened in the last 8 days to produce a performance like today? Could you just kind of explain what you think did it?
I think we had, you know, a lot of good practices in a row. When we came back from IU, we actually we didn't take the day off. We practiced the next day, and we had a really hard practice actually. And I thought that, you know, carried on into the week of practice. I thought Coach Owens, you know, it was his scout, and we worked on their stuff, that we got beat from last game, about an hour, you know, every day, and I thought that really helped us.
DJ, can you just kind of talk about why you guys clicked so well offensively to start the game? That hasn't been something that you guys have been doing all that well. It's been starting off pretty good offensively. Just why tonight?
Well, like T said, we had, you know, a good 7-8 days on the practice, and we mainly worked on those things offensively. You know, sometimes we get stagnant when either Big AJ or somebody's in the post, and I thought we did a good job of passing the ball and really moving it, and then we drove it when the time was right and kicked it when the time was right. And most of the time you're going to get high percentage shots when you do that.
Tyrone, you guys had, I think, 18 assists on like 25, 26 baskets. I mean, just that percentage of really sharing the ball. You just felt like you guys felt comfortable today on offense?
I thought so. I thought, you know, once the shot clock got down, you know, to around 13, 14, you know, earlier in the season, guys were just putting up shots, bad shots. And tonight we actually worked the ball around. Sometimes we got down to 5 on the shot clock, and there goes a guy, you know, open for a 3. And after a drive, and people are kicking it out, and those rhythm shots are good for us, I thought.
This question, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ray, Coach Painter has talked a lot about leadership and work ethic this year at his various press conferences. He's always talked about how hard a worker you are, but you're a quiet guy. And so I wonder, how is your vocal ability to be a leader coming? How are you evolving as a leader vocally? Because you definitely lead by example.
This season, I mean, we got so many good leaders, really, with the upperclassmen that talk to us a lot and stuff like that. So, I mean, really just my work ethic and seeing people know what I do and see what I do and how Coach Painter always talks about it. I mean, people just pick up on it. Like this week, we had a lot of extra people just coming in, getting shots on their own. I think that's why we shot the ball so well today. So, I mean, I always ask people to come in and shoot with me. I mean, I'm always telling people to get to their stuff on time, just be accountable and stuff like that. So I just try to help our team to say what we need to do.
DJ, I know obviously, you know, after what you guys have been through, a win has to feel great, but just the way you guys won in this convincing fashion, how good a medicine is that for you guys?
I think it shows what we can do when we crash the boards. We really out-rebound today, and when we do that and we're active on the boards and active on defense, we can play with the highest caliber teams. So hopefully we can build off that and get ready for Iowa.
Just you guys collectively were 5 of 6 from three-point range in the first half. You were 4 of 4 to start the game. Just the importance of the outside shooting tonight, both for the team, how it impacted the rest of the game, and yourself personally.
I thought it really, impacted the game. Making shots from the outside opens up a lot of things inside, I thought. And we made shots, like I said, sometimes at the end of the shot clock, going against that 1-3-1, that kind of brought them out a little bit. So then we were able, to get into the creases of the defense.
Jerome, how hard is it to have to wait that long to play again after a game like that? Sometimes you want to just get right back there right away, but was it an advantage or was it tough to wait that long?
I think it's always tough to wait that long, especially after coming off a loss, especially how we lost at IU. you feel like you want to play, the next day just to get that loss off your mind, kind of. But I thought it was a definite advantage actually, especially going against their system and how they do things. It's a different type of team that you have to play, totally different. And I thought those days definitely helped us out, the younger guys and also the older guys.
See how this team would respond, after your 8-day break. Sometimes, Coach Katie used to say teams go one way, sometimes they go another. First of all, how happy were you and proud to see the way they responded, and did you see it coming throughout the week in practices?
I just wanted our effort to do better. I thought our guys took more shots in rhythm today, and I think that really pays off. Anytime we had some poor stretches in the games because we were casual or we took shots out of rhythm, and we had good stretches because they showed a little more patience. It just took good shots, but I thought our effort was better, and I think that showed on the glass, and just chasing down long rebounds and getting loose balls, and that's important for any team, but especially this team.
Coach, the way you guys started out the game, totally different from last time you guys played. And then the way you ended, is that almost more frustrating for you to say, listen, look, this is what you guys can do? Is that something you have to deal with a young team?
Well, we're inconsistent as a team, and when you have a record like we do, that's what you get. Until you can show that consistency, you're not going to be able to string some wins together. And then we're in a very difficult league, obviously, with a very inconsistent team. And today, I just thought we played a lot stronger, a lot harder. But when you let somebody play in rhythm, how they play offensively is just it's just a flow, it's a rhythm to what they do. And if you disrupt it a little bit, you're going to give yourself a chance. But with that being said, the start of the second half, they had 3 or 4 good looks at the basket where we had breakdowns and they just missed it. And there's a part of it where it's just your day and it's not theirs.
Coach, when AJ and Santi play like that at the beginning and they just establish themselves in the paint, how much do you think that kind of gives confidence to the rest of the offense, just knowing you can control physicality with them?
Well, I think it shrinks the defense. And so if you can get the basketball inside, it always helps to be able to play inside, outside. And to be able to get an inside presence with both of those guys always helps us, but especially against the zone, because then they got to worry about those guys. And I thought both those guys did a good job. We got to get AJ to be consistent. I think we have a really good post player. Once he can, start to realize what he does on a daily basis is going to help you in these games.
Sure. Matt, you got Drew in there pretty early. What did it mean to have him back today?
Well, I think Drew, he kind of balances things for us, especially when we go against zones. He can pass and catch. He knows what's going on. He didn't, get any shots up, but he played 17 minutes, and it was just solid for us. And it was good to get him back.
Coach, AJ didn't start today. Is it because of the inconsistency?
Yeah, I thought in the last couple of games, he just didn't play as hard as Sandy did. Sandy came in, especially in the Indiana game, and played hard. And so we got to get him to understand how important it is on a daily basis. He's trying to play hard on Wednesday and Saturday nights. And you got to play hard every single day, and then that takes care of itself.
You talked about Ray Fields' work ethic has been good all year. He's a quiet guy by nature. Does he have it in him to be a vocal leader in the locker room when you need it?
Yeah, he's vocal. He speaks up. You earn that voice. Guys that do what they're supposed to do, that work hard, that put time in the game, you can say something. Any fool can sit in the locker room and say the right things. Then you got to be able to go out and do what you're supposed to. He does what he's supposed to, and whether he plays well or plays bad, he comes in the next day and shoots. He comes in and watches extra film. He does all the little things, that a winner does.
Yeah, Coach, it's one thing to lead 40-25 at halftime. It's another to outscore your opponent 34-18 in the second when you have a young team. How important, or is it significant, that you were able to finish the deal and be strong in the second half as well?
Well, I think it really helps when the ball goes in. And for those guys, for Tyrone to step up and go 4 for 5 from 3, you're able to stretch some leads out. And we've done some good things this year, and then just not be able to step up and make shots. And you can even look at our free throws. We're 13 for 23 in this game still. And so you've got to be able to make layups, make free throws, make open jump shots, especially threes. So I really think that had something to do with it, just the confidence of being able to get the ball inside and score it, and then being able to get some rhythm shots on the perimeter.
Matt, you've harped all season on simple plays. It seemed like there were so many instances tonight where it was simple pass, bucket. I mean, is this just kind of an example for your team of when you do stuff like that, good things happen?
Yeah, I think for us, you know, you knew they were going to change defenses at some point, do some different things. You know, you have to realize, you know, how to probe the defense. Our guys, when they get under 15 seconds, you know, they act like their hair's on fire. And it's just, you just got to, you know, keep your poise and move the basketball, and also have an awareness of what the defense is doing. And when we did go late in the shot clock a couple times, we got quality shots. But overall, our team has done a better job of that in these situations when we get up. We don't do a good job of that when we get down. And so this is something that's happened before. The thing is, when we get down 6 to 8 points, now we get into that rut where now that lead pushes out and gets away from us, because now we need to be more patient and have more poise and take a better shot. We don't do that. So that's, to us, we got up and stayed up. And that's important for this team, but we also have to be able to get back into that rut, because it's going to happen at the same time, and be able to fight back and be resilient and make good decisions then.